welcome back. So this is gonna be a different mission. No intro. Look who's with me.
Yeah.
Megan's gonna go on this adventure with us. We're just gonna do a four-wheel drive out after a long drive, meet up with Jake, and we're gonna go grab some bugs out there. Woo! So I've been kind of enjoying this little bit of a down cycle I've had in diving lately. You know, we're not going super hard. You know, took a week off, went three-pronging, and now we're going lobster diving, which is pretty fun and mellow. So it's just like training anything else. You know, you have to take some down cycles. You have to take some time off to get better at it sometimes. And it doesn't matter if you're working on your breath hold training or your physical strength or your diving in general. Anything you do, you have to wave the load, they call that. So sometimes you go super hard and sometimes you just take it easy. And that's the thing that's going to make you better, is not pushing super hard all the time. That's just going to burn you out. So whether it's breath hold or whether it's strength training, the template works the same. Okay, that took like an hour and a half and it was brutal the whole way, but that was super fun. And now look where we are. So we're gonna set up camp here and just chill out for a few hours and wait till it's dark, and then we'll get in there. When we really don't want to and we're ready to go to bed, we'll get this cold clammy wetsuit on. It's gonna be awesome.
No, dude, that was instant.
Yeah. Bite right away.
Dude, doubles, bro. Doubles.
Woo! Double potchies right away?
Hell yeah,
like,
first cast,
like
baby.
5 seconds in the water.
Oh yeah.
It's
all
on.
Right, all right.
It is on.
That was fun. It's never that fun. The boys.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
Okay, we hung out fishing and talking story long enough. It's time to get that cold, clammy wetsuit on. So I do have my plastic fins with me. I threw an extra pound on my belt. And now we got to put some lobsters in this bag. Ooh, yeah, baby, let's go. So after a bit of a precarious walk down here, I found it was much easier to just belly flop in the shallows to avoid breaking a toe or an ankle on these rocks and slipping. So I'm gonna pop my fins on here and we're gonna start heading out and go try to find some bugs. And right away, Jake grabs a nice slipper lobster, so we're off to a great start already. So then we kick out just a little bit farther and we start peeking through all the cracks and pukas, and I come across this enormous puffer fish, but I didn't want to blind them, so I moved on, looking underneath all the cave structure, looking for any signs of bugs, and we're gonna spend a couple hours out here. So Jake was smart enough to grab the ski prong on the way out for situations just like this. We spotted a pretty nice moo and he goes chase him down. He puts a pretty decent shot into it, but for some reason it came off, and because it's early on in the night, we're not warmed up, he runs out of breath. So I grab the ski prong out of his hand, I see where he went, and I go chase him down. So he's pretty badly wounded, and as I dive down, I'm gonna go try to put a good backup shot into him. The camera's a little bit low, but I hit him right in the top of the head and I pin him into the rocks. Now, as I get a hold of him, what I didn't realize is I got pushed under this cave. So on my way back up, I hit my head off the cave ceiling and it spooked me and disoriented me. I look up and manage to surface okay, but I'm in the whitewash and I get pushed right onto the rocks here. I almost get the wind knocked out of me. And in the chaos, the fish comes off the spear and I can't grab him because I'm kind of stuck on the rocks. But luckily, Jake sees what's going on and he dives down and he gets a hold of him. So pretty nice move, pretty chaotic start to our night, but we'll take what we can get.
Hell yeah.
All right. Ow. I got smashed.
Yeah, you did.
All right.
That's a moo though, dog. Hold on.
Team effort.
fatty too.
Yeah, let's swim around this thing. This is obviously doing well.
So as we keep poking around this bay, I'm going to keep checking all these cracks, pukas, and I come across this honu. Sorry to wake you up there, buddy. We're just looking for bugs. Let me know if you see any. I don't want to blind him. I'm just going to shaka him and keep moving on.
Let's go under here again.
Yeah, I'm gonna go around it.
Okay.
So we're looking to switch bays right now, and Jake's going to go swim around it, but this is a nice swim through a big archway, plenty of room, and it's not super long. So I'm just going to dive down, swim underneath the archway, and save the swim around the other side. Pretty easy, pretty fun. It's just always spooky doing a swim through at night, but Jake actually changed his mind and then ended up following me through. So then after swimming around for quite a while and looking in every crack, I finally found my first bug of the night. So I turn my camera on and I corner them in here. You gotta try to find the right angle because they're very difficult to grab and they're very spiky. But when you get a hand on them, you just have to grip them absolutely as hard as you can because they will do anything they can to get away, and they're really good at it. So now it's the balancing act of the flashlight and the bug and the bag, and you got to try to make it all work. It can be a little bit tricky, so unclip the bag, try to put them in tail first. It's easier that way. And then I close the bag and slip my hand out because they have a habit of trying to shoot out of the bag when you're letting go of them. So once the clip is on there, it's a done deal. So I got the clip secured, got my first bug of the night, super stoked. Now we're gonna move on and see if we can find some more. And this cave structure down here looks like it's a prime spot to be holding some bugs. So I take a peek down inside there and no dice, which is the case most of the time. So after a bit more of a swim around with no luck, I come across this real nice 7-Eleven crab. Give him a little boop. Now, none of us really like eating 7-Eleven crabs. I know some people love them, but we don't. So we always let them go. They're too risky. They're dangerous to grab, and we don't really like the taste of them. So he gets to skitter away, and we'll move on. And I come across another one that's even bigger. And so I sneak up on this guy to sneak in a boop. Boop. Hey, what the heck, man? What was that? Shaka, moving on. And since we are just finding no bugs out here, I'm just going to go on a little boop mission. So I come across this really cool cushion star. Boop. And we're going to move on and see if we can find some more bugs somewhere else. But instead, I come across this monster Munu, and he seems to be pretty friendly, so I'm going to try to knife him. I've always wanted to do that, and as soon as I go to stab him, he gives me this slip. Never got one like that, maybe someday. But finally, I check this puka about 10 meters down and just randomly find this crack, and there's a bug in there. So he runs himself into a corner. I get a good hold of the antlers, but what I didn't realize here, and I found out later, this is actually a female that didn't have eggs. So while I did bring her on shore, I did have to let her go the next day. No big deal, but it was pretty fun, good practice anyway.
Whew. There we go.
You see it from the top? Nope. Nope. Oh, just guess. Wow.
So this is tricky, trying to pin the first bug in the bag with my knees as I put the second one in there, and I didn't do a great job of putting her in there, but once that bag is clipped, it's a done deal. So now this is mostly what lobster diving is for me, and some spots we go to are super buggy and we end up grabbing bugs every couple minutes, but this spot just is not holding bugs, so it's mostly just looking around endlessly at different structures and diving down and checking holes and cracks and pukas and caves and just coming up with nothing. But sometimes you come across some really cool fun stuff, and if nothing else, it's really fun to swim around the ocean at night. So then Jake was down poking around this swim through for a little bit in this cave, and right at the end of his breath hold, he spotted a pretty nice bug. So he told me where it was, and I do a breathe up and dive down, and I'm just going to scan the surface of this cave looking for any signs of lobster, and I see one right over there. I see the antennas first, so pretty good size one. I squish him into the wall and grab him as hard as I can. And as I swim through the other side, I can immediately see it's a female with a clutch of eggs. So we're going to let her go so she can hide safely and produce some more bugs for us in the future.
It was fun anyway.
So now we've been out here for a couple hours, and even though we're having a lot of fun, we're not really collecting a lot of bugs, obviously. So we're getting a little bit over it. It's getting pretty late. So I'm just gonna do a couple more dives down and see if I can find one more. I would love to get 3 for the night, checking all these cracks, and there's some cool fish and stuff in there, just no bugs. But I'm not gonna give up yet. We got this one rock we're trying to swim through. When we get to that rock, we're gonna head back and see what we got. And then sure enough, as soon as we get to that rock we're turning around at, I find this nice bug deep in this puka. And I've already been down here for a little while, and I turn my light and camera on, and I am upside down right now. I'm reaching deep into this hole. I get a hold of his antennas, which can break off. So I get a hold of the horns, which attach to his body. A little bit firmer grip, and he's backed deep into a hole. And I'm trying to pull as hard as I can and yank him out of there, but he's not budging. So I try one more time. I'm thinking I have to go up and get some air, but I don't want to give up on him quite yet. I still have some breath, and he finally busts free. So I check him. It's a nice male. I got my 3 for the night. That's my quota, and I'm going to head up. Super stoked on that guy.
Were you stuck at all?
Had to work? No.
No?
Had to work for that one.
Yeah, dude, you were freaking me out. I was like, when do I go down and pull it out? I thought you were stuck. Did I swim right past you?
I don't want to go in the bag. Finally got that bag closed, all sealed off, and we can head them in.
Cool.
Made it to the rock.
All right, I'm feeling pretty satisfied, man. I got my 3.
Me too. My light's about to dive.
Yeah. Love it. All right.
Good to go.
All right, let's head out.
So on our way in, I spotted this really cool tight swim through, and I swim through upside down. So I'm facing up right now, pulling myself through here. It's super tight. I squeezed through, and as I popped through the other side, I got super disoriented for some reason. It was one of the scariest swim throughs I've ever done, but I made it out no problem. It was pretty shallow, but it kind of spooked me a little bit. So if you can see that red dot over there, here's a little bit of advice for night diving. Always leave yourself a little beacon to get out of the water. That's Jake's light. It's just so we know where to get out. So just as I'm getting out, it's super shallow, and luckily the sets were timed really nicely. So this was a little bit hectic sometimes, but I caught it at just the right set. It was a super smooth, easy exit for me, thankfully. So I'll walk on out through these rocks and call it a night.
Yeah, baby, we did it. We got some bugs. Woo! Here comes Jake.
Got a surprise for you, dog.
You got a surprise? Two moves on a night dive, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, so this is the one we got at first. That's a big one. And this is the one you just got? Shut up. That's got to be a 5-pounder.
Dude.
I heard you yell. I didn't know what it was about.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up, dude.
It's literally like...
It's like 8 pounds of boo right there.
Freaking 8 pounds of boo.
Hilarious. No way. And a conger eel. Can't wait to see that thing.
Yeah.
Look at that conger eel.
Oh, yeah.
No
I really
way.
fucked him up, but
That, no way. That's unagi right there.
I think it may not be not
Not unagi, right?
but it's, I think Tohei.
Okay. Edible though.
I think so.
Amazing.
I'm excited about it.
Very cool.
It's like got no scales.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that thing.
Dude.
He's eating the slippers.
This one put a hole through my bag
No way.
with its claw. Like it's...
That's gotta be a 3-pounder.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked on this guy.
Wow. Beauty.
Look how purple.
Yeah, antennas intact too. Good grab.
The body.
Yeah.
The body is
Yeah.
blue purple.
That's some lobster soup right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good work out there, dog.
Yeah. Sick.
bigger getaway is
It's a long way, buddy.
he's out of here. Yeah, he's gonna cheese it. Yeah, baby. Okay, we're back and we're gonna have some snacks and I'm gonna go to sleep. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Shall we? All right, so we got this guy here and we're gonna do something a little bit different today. Usually I love to boil lobsters or cut them in half and do them right on the grill, but I'm trying something a little bit different. I'm actually gonna take this one apart now, raw, and see, just put him on ice. So he kind of went to sleep and he's not gonna wake back up, so he's not alive. You see, boop. Okay, so we're gonna pop the tail out first, make a little cut. And twist right out. Just like that. A little bit of meat in there too, we'll get that later. But we're gonna focus on that tail. So I cut down either side right there, all the meat out of that tail. And see, when you do it like that, the vein, the poop chute, stays in there. You don't have to deal with it. All right, so we got all that tail meat. I ended up scraping the rest of it out with the knife, scraped it out of the shell. So we got all that tail meat right there. And I'm gonna deal with the carapace later, make some stew out of it, make some soup, broth, scrape the rest of it out. In the meantime, Jake gave me that move, so I'm gonna chop this guy up and we're gonna put this all together. I cannot find Nepo to eat this right now. She is not coming around, so she gets to miss out this time. Okay, so this is going to be the final catch and cook up here. Because it is falling apart. The tent has collapsed, so we're going to be taking all this apart.
Okay.
So we're gonna be taking all this apart tomorrow and breaking it all down and getting rid of it. So let's get into it because I'm so excited to have a kitchen next to the house and not up here anymore. Okay, so we're gonna take a big shiitake, mince this guy up. Okay, we have these amazing little onions, so we're gonna mince this guy up really small too and add it into the mushroom. Now we can mix the onion and the mushroom together. We can give it one more mince up. Now we get that pan heated up with some unsalted butter. Woo! We're gonna use a whole half a stick. All right, so we'll get that garlic all chopped up. Okay, so we're gonna keep the garlic on the side because we're gonna add that after. The other stuff takes longer to cook, and this is almost ready. Okay, so now that butter's getting pretty hot, so we can throw all the mushrooms and onion in there. We're gonna let those cook for a while. Oh yeah, that smells good.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so keep this real simple. Just a little bit of ginger now. That's pretty much done. Just a little ginger, a little black pepper. And now we're gonna add the shoyu and the garlic at the same time. So add the garlic in, because I don't want it to cook too fast. The shoyu is gonna cool it down a little bit and we need to make it salty. That's why we went with unsalted butter. So we can add more shoyu and make it saucier. I have a plan, we'll see if it works out. Okay. The garlic's in there. And we add some shoyu now so it doesn't burn. That's gonna be all the salt we need for the whole meal. We don't add any more salt to anything. Okay, give it a little stir. And we're almost ready for the grand finale here. Okay, so now this has been cooking down for a little bit. The garlic is just starting to cook. It smells amazing, so we're gonna add Parmesan. We're gonna go heavy on the Parmesan. This is gonna thicken all this up. And who doesn't love Parmesan? Okay, so there, we're gonna go right into all this lobster. A beautiful translucent lobster meat. You can sashimi lobster. I don't, but you can. All right, so we're just gonna keep mixing this for a minute. It doesn't take very long. I do want the lobster cooked, but not very much. I forgot to mention you have to mince the lobster up first too. But yeah, chop the lobster up in really small pieces. And we want everything really fine and minced up. All right, we're gonna shut this off and we're gonna put it right into this glass bowl. Wow, how good does that smell, huh?
It smells so good.
Still, there's nothing stuck to the pan, which is good. We have a lot of butter left over. So now, I guess I can turn this back on. Now we're ready for those mou fillets. And because we're hungry people, and we're always gonna eat everything, we're just gonna do all of them. Leftover lobster in this. All right, that's it. We're just gonna let those sear on both sides, and we take them back to the house and finish them. All right, so we're back at the house. We just put 2 big pieces of sourdough in the toaster, and now I'm going to finish that sauce. So simple. I'm just gonna put some sriracha in here. That's it. Plenty, and we're gonna whip it together. Simple. Yeah, there we go. So I guess it's more of a compote than a sauce, but this is what I was going for, I guess. I'm pretty excited about it. All right, toast is almost done. We're almost there. Just do one at a time so I can focus on it. So we got toast. We're gonna put a big old scoop of this on here. Some mou on here, like that. And then we're gonna finish it with some more. Put a dollop on each fillet. Gentle, gentle. It's always so scary sitting in here. All right, first lobster dive of the season. What's up? Not super buggy out there, but very rewarding. Megan hung out on the beach when we were out there.
Sure did.
Lobster's her favorite food, isn't it?
It's so good.
So I'll jump in the ocean in the middle of the night for you. We'll get you some bugs, all right? All right. Try something new. Let's see how this goes.
Oh my god. I'm ditching the fork right away. Who needs it?
Yeah, it's every bit. as good as I hoped it would be.
Mhm. Oh my god.
Lobster compote on that moo. Oh man.
They're simple. You know, like don't do anything to distract away from the lobster and the moo.
Right. Yeah, the lobster
Simple
moo.
flavors.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good.
I desperately tried to mess it up and add way too many flavors, and she kept me honest and simple. Like, just let it do its job, and I'm so glad I did. You can't take lobster,
Like,
moo, cheese, and
Come
garlic
on.
and not.
You can't
Yep.
mess it up.
You can't mess it up. That's kind of cheating. Super fun mission, really rewarding. Really excited to have some bugs right now for the first time in a while, many months. But I don't want to talk to you guys anymore. I'm gonna eat this, so I don't know. I'll catch you later or something.